All right, it is now once again time for our NFL predictions, and this time it's for week number 8 through 7. I am in the lead at 72. My 18-year-old Ethan, he's got 67. My 15-year-old Brady, he's got 65, and my 6-year-old Lincoln has 61. So pretty good week last week. It's staying pretty even. I did win the week. I think I had 12 points. Ethan had maybe like 10, Brady 11, Lincoln had 11 or so. So starting with tonight's game, we got the Minnesota Vikings. They're 3-3, traveling to LA to take on the Chargers, who are 4-3. Brady went with Minnesota. The rest of us have the Chargers. Now, Chargers started out really strong, and they've kind of went downhill ever since. Now, they're still not horrible. I think they win this. Minnesota could win, but, J.J. McCarthy's out. And who knows if he'll even play when he comes back, because Wentz had been playing a little bit better. I don't know if they were on a bye last week. I can't remember exactly what happened, but it could go either way, really, the Thursday night game. Moving on to Sunday, 0-7 Jets. The Jets are the only team that are winless. Going to Cincinnati. Now, last week, Flacco and the Bengals look good. They beat Pittsburgh, and we all think they do. We all think they beat the Jets. However, Brady went with the Jets. To go winless is tough, so the Jets could get a win. I think they switch quarterbacks. I don't think they do. Giants versus Philly. Now, I thought this might be an error because they just played like a couple of weeks ago. I know they do play twice, but I didn't look it up, so I guess it's accurate. I'm going with the Giants. They beat Philly already once. I know they're in Philly, and Philadelphia is good, but they're not great. They've got a couple losses and a couple games that are really close. Everybody else has got Philly at home. I'm going to go on a limb. Dart and the Giants win. Probably won't happen. Everybody, or at least I didn't write this down. I only wrote myself down for San Francisco, and I didn't write anybody else down for Houston. I'm 99% sure everybody picked San Francisco to win. They're 5-2. Houston's 2-4. I'll double check on that, but I believe everybody has San Francisco winning this week. We also all have Chicago beating Baltimore in Baltimore. Who would have thought that? I can't believe Chicago is 4-2. Are they really that good? I know Baltimore's bad, and Jackson's out, and they have a lot of they have some injuries, and they had a really tough schedule really to start the year that nobody's talking about. I know Jackson's out now, so it doesn't matter, but we all have Chicago winning. We also all have the Patriots winning. They're the number 2 seed if the playoffs were today in the AFC. Now, that could have changed. That was like halfway through the week last week, but Buffalo played late. They're ahead of Buffalo, though. I guess Indy's the only team that's got a better record. That's surprising as well. I say the Patriots win at home. Cleveland is bad. We also all have Buffalo winning, even though Carolina is 4-3. Yeah, that's right, 4-3. Buffalo's 4-2. Buffalo's one of those teams, they haven't been for years. I kind of like to see them go to the Super Bowl. It's, at the same time, I'm a Cowboys fan, and the Cowboys haven't been for years. So it's kind of like misery loves company. I don't know. We all got Buffalo, Carolina. I don't think they're going to win. I don't think they're for real. We also all have Atlanta. Miami is bad. When you lose to Cleveland, you're bad. We all have Atlanta winning. Miami's 1-6. I think the coach probably going to be out soon, even though I really did like him. Tampa Bay, we all have Tampa Bay winning. Of course, they lost to Detroit last week. A great Detroit team. Tampa Bay bounces back. New Orleans is horrible. We all got Tampa Bay winning. Lincoln went with the Cowboys. The rest of us have Denver. It's in Denver. Cowboys seem to win the games that they probably shouldn't, and they lose the games that they should, even though I think they're a little better than Washington last week. Lincoln's got Dallas. He'll get double points if he gets that one right, but I got Denver. We also all have Indy. I still don't know how they're 6-1. I know that they made a quarterback change to who was a horrible quarterback, or we thought he was a horrible quarterback. Must have a good fit there in Indy. I don't know really if they made any other moves, but they're 6-1. So it's hard to believe. 2 years ago, we went to Indy, Brady, Ethan, and I, and we watched Tennessee at Indy. It's been 2 years ago now. Wanted to go back this year. I think we're going to make it to a game, but Tennessee's really bad. Indy should win that. Lincoln's also got Pittsburgh. I don't like Pittsburgh. I'm a Cowboys fan. We're from Ohio. Don't like Pittsburgh. So Lincoln, he likes to play devil's advocate and kind of go with some of the teams that I don't like. You know how that goes. He says, "Oh, I like Pittsburgh." He doesn't like Pittsburgh. I'm not going to allow him to like Pittsburgh, but he's only 6. Everybody else has Green Bay. Honestly, though, I don't. I always say Pittsburgh's my least favorite team. On in the college level, like they don't even compare to Michigan. I can't stand Michigan. Everything about Michigan Wolverines. So I don't like Pittsburgh, but I'm kind of rooting for Rodgers because he's the old guy. Kind of like Flacco. And I don't like Green Bay, so I'd be fine with Pittsburgh winning this week. Washington, they looked good last year. They're not as good this year. They got some injuries now, and Kansas City's starting to roll. We all have Kansas City winning. A lot of buys this week. Arizona, Detroit, Jacksonville, Las Vegas, Los Angeles Rams, and the Seattle Seahawks. Week 8 of the NFL.